Hey, what's up, Daywalkers and fellow travelers of the night? About a week and a half ago or so, I got invited to go back to LA for a couple days, and I really wanted to take this person up on this offer because it was a really nice offer. It was for a concert, something that was specific for a certain amount of fans, and that they were going to send out codes, I think, to other people, and they were like, hey, it would be cool if you came to this. I think you would really have a good time. And I really got to thank my friend for the invite, and it broke my heart to have to turn that down because of our diagnosis. Like we have right now work 3 jobs, and I have a job now, and then Blue has his job, and then Purple has his job. So we just couldn't really work it out, to get 3 places to all give us at the last minute time off. And to be honest, once Blue's job rejected us, we were like, well, it's not even worth asking our other supervisors. So we couldn't make this happen, and it would have been cool to be in LA again, and I really wish I could have gone. And what that concert ended up being was aired right now, which is the Linkin Park concert. And I'm very excited to see what's going on because Mike and everyone has really been pumping this up as being a big thing, and to invite a certain amount of people and to live stream it and everything must mean something is big. And obviously there's a lot of rumors going around about a new singer to join the team, and I'm really curious to see what this entails. And I haven't stopped following Mike and some of the other guys. Like I'm a big fan of Linkin Park and Mike Shinoda himself, Fort Minor, his solo stuff he's been releasing, since the passing of Chester. Watching Mike on YouTube and seeing him create music and do remixes and things. I've never stopped being a fan of the guy, and my knowledge of the band isn't as deep as maybe some other fans, but what I remember, I think, of the band is that Mike and Brad and Rob all kind of created Linkin Park, and originally they were called something else, like Zero or something, and they had a different singer, and then Chester joined the band at after they had already released a couple songs, and then Chester kind of became the face for a lot of people of the band. But I've always loved Chester, but also acknowledged what Mike and the others do collaboratively with the band. And so I've never stopped listening to the stuff Mike has created. And it's exciting, though, to hear that Linkin Park themselves is doing this concert. And so because it must be, because obviously like everything is on the Linkin Park page, it's on Mike's page. So this seems to be a big push. And after years now of getting re-releases of collector's editions of vinyl records of all their original music and stuff, and some lost tracks that they found, including the track Lost, like there's been so many great things to hear Chester, 1 or 2 or 3 more times on songs we've never heard before, and that we've speculated on for years with the LP Underground and stuff. So to get some big announcement today, I'm very excited about, and the countdown is going, and it looks like the show's about to start. So without further ado, let's check this out and see what happens. And I apologize if I get emotional. I'm big fan of these guys, and I used to go to their store in LA on Melrose all the time, and something's happening. Oh, cool. All right. So we got some strobe effects on stage. So if there is strobe effects, I will avoid the screen. I'll probably have to look away. But I'm excited to see what this is. Oh, that's cool. That music and stuff. Is that Iridescent or from their 3rd album? Or is that Meteora? I'm blanking. I'm gonna put my memory to the test. I've been listening to the vinyls though for months now. Like I bought them last year right before Ace passed away. And after he passed is when I finally opened them. He was not doing well, obviously, near the end there, and he became my focus. So I believe that second box set of Meteora I didn't open until after he passed, I believe. But I'll have some of that footage of me opening it on screen here, because you can see the posters back there, like the Chester poster right here, and then the Meteora poster right there behind our bed. So yeah, like I said, I'm big fans of these guys, and Mike and his solo stuff has actually pushed me to create more again. I kind of went through a rut just in general with health and everything, and finding out about our diagnosis that I took a hit to the confidence area, and hearing Mike create some of his stuff has helped push me. So I will always support this guy. So here they go. They're on stage now. Oh, God, listen to that.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Mike. Oh, this thing is a new song. Catch, tossing out guitar picks. Oh wow, that's a new drummer. Huh. Oh. Ooh, listen to that. It built up and then it dropped. Oh, that's so good. There's like a reverb, like a harmonica type reverb in his voice there. Or it's following his voice. Could be something Joe's doing. I saw Joe Hahn on stage. And then he went kind of a cappella there. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Oh, this has some good energy. Wait, I see someone. Who's that? Oh, wow. Who's this? She looks a little familiar, but her voice is... Wow, you hear that grit? Is this their new singer? There's been a lot of rumors that they might have one. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. I don't know why, I know why I'm getting a little emotional, but I didn't expect it to happen so soon. This sounds like core Linkin Park sound, you know, with a twist, like with an evolution in it. But it feels like built from the same cloth, you know? Oh, wow, she sounds really good. She's got a good singing voice, which Chester had a phenomenal singing voice. She seems like she has a really great one, especially live. She has a bit of grit in there. Wow. I can't look too much, you know, the flashing lights, but the Emptiness machine. Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Emily Armstrong.
Emily Armstrong. I know that name. I know she's. I'm pretty sure she's in a band that I'm blanking on the name right now, but I know that name. I kind of hopefully edited out the rest. I pretty much, after the beginning, was an emotional mess in a lot of ways. Just being swept up in the emotions of hearing the band again live, which was awesome. I think they did a really great job, and I'm sure there was a lot of nervousness and, you know, trepidation, but also there was a confidence, and it built in Emily certainly as the show went on, and just listening to her voice and trying to, you know, hear that grit and that power that she has in there that she's probably discovering about herself now that she's part of this band. And yeah, I did remember that she was in another band, but I couldn't remember the name, so I looked it up. It was Dead Sarah. So I'm like, oh right, Dead Sarah. So I've heard a few songs from them, and I'm like, yeah, her voice sounded kind of familiar, and I feel like I've seen her before on stuff, but seeing her here, and then with Colin and Alex, I think, who was filling in for Brad, like, you know, Mike put out a bunch of statements after this. He was even at the end of the show was saying how, hey, we got tour dates that are out there. We got, you know, an album coming out in November that you can pre-order. So I'll put a link to that down below for anyone who wants to do that. I'll probably buy it on vinyl to add it to our Linkin Park vinyl collection, because we have one big time. And thanks to Linkin Park for re-releasing a lot of the early stuff on vinyl in those box sets, because those have been amazing to go through and just re-experience all that music and some of the, you know, stuff we haven't heard before, and some of the stuff from LP Underground. And it's just really cool that they took the time to go do all that. And it's clear that now some of that was probably homework for Mike and them as they were rediscovering their roots, going through those albums and finding the sound for this new album and with Emily and stuff. So I can't wait to read more and see some of the interviews that Mike put out and everything that they put out, all the information. I think they made put out something for Brad as well, and he might only be involved in the album part. And so, that's a shame on one level as a fan of his, but knowing that he's still there as a presence is awesome. And I believe their original drummer, Rob, I think he's not involved, and I'm sure that's a hard thing for the band and also for us fans. But, for whatever reasons, I'm sure we can respect his reasons, and I'm sure it can't be easy to, on some level, get back into this. And if not, even for the people who did jump back in, I'm sure it's not going to be easy for them. But as a fan of theirs, I'm willing to, support and see where this goes. And I thought that was awesome, starting off with a song where it kind of sounded like a recent Mike Shinoda stuff with a hint of Linkin Park at the beginning of the song, and then go into like the drop feeling like a Linkin Park song, and then into Emily taking over the second verse and into the chorus. Like, great way to introduce her. I can't wait to watch the music video. Looks like they dropped one of those too, for Emptiness Machine is the name of the first single. And I just got really overwhelmed watching the rest of the show, but going back and forth, like super analyzing and studying and trying to hear, the sounds. I like listen to the drummer if I can, listen to Alex, listen to the band in general. Little subtle stuff that, Johan was doing in there. Some voice distortion, it sounded like at times, but you could hear some really good breaks from Emily. Just really good stuff. Like I really liked that live performance, and what a bold way to come out and be like, all right, guys, like, here's everything, like everything we've been working on. New singer, we got, new additions to the group, to the family, LP family. We have new styles of songs also that have like a flavor and, foundation in our older stuff that, that you guys love. And here's what we're going to do. And we're going to tour for you guys. We got an album coming out. We got this live show to drop it right here with a music video. Like, what a awesome, like, talk about being prepared and being professional. Like, these guys still are doing amazing stuff. And Mike, and he's just such a, I don't know, just musically, he's a very smart guy, and he surrounds himself with very smart people. And I'm glad to see that talent is going to continue as a group as well. I think the name Linkin Park represents a lot for people who, especially people who are fans of theirs, but they made a real statement, during the years they were active and making music and putting stuff out. They made real statements on, feelings, and they connected with a couple generations of people who listened to their stuff, no matter when you found their music in their, history. And then now there will be a new, chapter where new fans probably find them through, this new version of the group with Emily and Colin and stuff. So I couldn't be more thrilled to see more Linkin Park stuff come out. I'm glad. Like, I'm glad they're continuing. And as scary as it may be for all of us, I'm glad they're still taking the steps forward. And this was amazing to watch. So I'll put a link down below to their website so you can pre-order their album if you'd like. I'll put a link to their tour stuff down below and to their music video, because I'm pretty sure if I reacted to that, it's the same song, but I'm sure that hearing the studio version will be good, but I'm sure it'll get copyrighted, and all that stuff. So thank you so much for watching the show. As always, I really do appreciate it. Leave any comment down below, and we'll keep talking down there. See you in the future. Peace.